blank period. Read the scripture, man.
Read a quick one. Isaiah 33 and 5. The Lord is exalted, for he dwelleth on high. He hath filled Zion with judgment and righteousness. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of that time, and the strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. So basically the fear of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakah Kadash is our treasure, man. That's if we had a coffer, if we had a treasure chest, and you're gonna put anything in it, it'd be faith, all right? It'd be something that can't be seen. It's funny because I was thinking, I was listening to Jadakiss today, and he said something like, my strength in the hood runs my wealth. So basically, what he's saying, I'm just gonna use this. He basically had an honor. He was so honored, quote unquote. His street credibility was so honorable that no matter amount of money you had, you couldn't trump that honor he had. You could probably try and do something in his area or something, but his word will give you the say so. You could have more money than him, and that's the kind of. This is because we're in Esau's world where money is king. Honor's been forgotten about. Because there was a time where it didn't matter if you had riches. It was about, okay, who are you? What's your background? What kind of standing do you have in society?
But that's what a noble was for.
Yeah.
A true noble, what's a nobleman? A nobleman would be richer than a normal person, but the nobleman would have to represent the law. They would have to represent a standard to be exemplar. There was a standard that you have to uphold because you was a nobleman. You would have to be a champion, like a knight. You're supposed to be a champion of the people. But now these nobles, the nobles in this society, they're not champions of the people. They're not exemplary. They're not examples to be followed. They're corrupt bastards to the point where the people they're starting to turn against the nobles. They look at like rich people like, yeah, they're fucked. Like people like Boris Johnson and these guys. These are fucking scum, man. All these guys are scum and liars. They don't tell the truth. If you've been watching British politics, man, these dudes are fucking lying, man.
The leaders of the people, the warriors and the king, they used to lead the people into battle. Even in the medieval ages, they used to lead the warrior kings. They used to lead men into battle. And then, like you said, what the scripture says, so is the king, so is the people. So the king's supposed to administrate what's supposed to echo in society. So that's why it says, at this current stage, the earth is given to the hands of the wicked. And that dude's hiding. He's a thief. He's a criminal. He's a thief. He's a murderer. He's a child molester.
Yeah, he was giving out sexual favors. Boris Johnson, he's an American woman.
Yeah, and they're hiding in the shadows. Not representing the people, and you know what? That's what even got Edomites talking shit about his own people. Even Edomites talking shit about their elites and shit. So what the fuck are they doing? Fuck all, mate. What oppression,
Yeah, that's it. They're just out for themselves, man. When you get given the strength and wealth, the Lord give you the strength and wealth to protect the weak and the poor, man. Not to oppress the weak and the poor. But that's his wicked world, man. That's how it operates, man. Was you finished on that precept you had?
I just read one.
Okay.
Carry on.
James 5:1. Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you.
What does the scripture say? Weep and howl. So that, like we told you, these devils are going to be weeping, they're going to be crying, they're going to be saying they're sorry. You're going to see the rough child, oh, I'm sorry, oh, I made a mistake, oh. So what are we going to do, let them off? Oh yeah, he's sorry and all that. It's not actually prescribed in the scriptures. They're going to have to pay in full. The scripture said the Lord shall not at all, what? Acquit the wicked. They're going to have to pay, man. That's what they don't want to teach you in Christianity. They don't want you to have that mentality of, because Esau want to sleep easy. Esau want to sleep easy. He don't want Jake constantly, waiting like just. That's a cold dude, man. The coldest dude is a dude that's ain't gonna forget, and he's waiting for his opportunity. That means you can't sleep. You gotta constantly be like, he ain't gonna let you know, because the way we're supposed to be is harmless as doves. So we ain't gonna go out there and start. But as soon as we get that call, you're done. That's the spirit. That's how a real man operates. You don't show your hand too much, man. You keep it cool, but when the time to make your move is, you strike true.
I see your true colors.
They don't want Jake to be like that. They want Jake to be pacified, man.
It says study for the search of your forefathers, man. So as races, as a nation, we should also be thinking about what happened to you people, the plight of your people, and these prophecies.
You wouldn't have seen that happen nowhere else on the planet, man. That's madness, man. No other people would have. And the thing is how bad you Jakes act on, like, you're known for being the most violent, most fucking, you know what I mean? Like, all over Live League, just fucking putting 1,000 bullets in a nigga like Benjamin, because them dudes were Benjamites. Benjamin's known for putting 20 bullets in a man's face. You know what I'm saying? Like, just, you know, merciless head choppings and chopping off guys' heads. The whole world's looking, and then the whole world's like, hold on, but then mom, she killed your brother and you're hugging man in the court, like what's going on here? Like, what's going on? Like, and them dudes were St. Lucians. Now, them St. Lucians, man, they get busy with the machete, man. Yeah. For less than that. They'll get busy with the machete with the hey.
White woman that did it. I mean,
Yeah, white bitch, man.
There was a video shine.
Hey, when Benjamin go full coon, I wasn't surprised when I found out they were Benjamites. So when Benjamin get coon, they go to the like a different level than any other tribe. I'm sorry, it's just true. Like
Benjamin's a fucking
bro,
coon.
when they go coon,
fucking Benjamin.
like what's
Britain.
his name?
You fucking Britain Benjamins.
What's that chef's name?
Ainsley Harrison. You fucking British
my
bastards.
God.
I'm fucking getting sick and tired of these British coons.
Yeah, they're
Benjamins
worse,
in Britain, you guys are fucking coons all over England, man. You're in the Midlands.
mad coons.
Yeah, you know, I'm telling you, you
love
know,
these crackers.
so one of these, I'm gonna go to the, you know what I mean? I'm telling you, these coons, man.
One love, you know all that shit.
But they never did that. They never did. These coons, and they talk a lot, man. Benjamin, you know what I mean? Benjamin, you know, so they're very vocal with their coon. No, it never went like that because what happened? He's fucking, and that's a black person. That's a fucking nigger.
Yeah,
No, yeah, I get it, but you've been a bit. No, fuck you.
We don't think so, man.
Fuck you,
There's
okay?
some good ones. That's why Edomites love going to the West Indies on holiday, man.
Fucking
As soon as they
niggas.
turn up off
Sick of
that,
this
from the minute they touch down off that plane, nothing but teeth.
Fucking them.
Them Benjamites are showing every tooth they have in their mouth. Oh, it's lovely. I just come back from Jamaica. It's lovely. The people there, you know. Yeah, because these Benjamites, when they go coon, boy, that's why I wasn't surprised. I was like, oh, okay, that kind of makes sense. So once you coon up Benjamin, they go full coon, 100%. You know what I mean? It's just true. I'm telling you, man, from my experience, Benjamin,
they're coons.
when they go raw, they go raw. But when they go
fucking
coon, they go
coons.
coon. Like, 100%.
Sick and tired of these Benjamites.
They ain't even one or the other.
You know? Midlands.
Oh man, you can't tell them nothing about white people. Go on.
So Psalms chapter 10.
Yeah. That's right. Go on.
Psalms 10. Why standest thou afar off, O Lord? Why hidest thou thyself in times of trouble? The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in their devices that they have imagined.
So they've imagined, what has Esau imagined for us? To have us underneath him forever, eventually to exterminate us, to destroy us as a people, destroy our family, destroy everything. That's what Esau has envisioned for us. That's going to be turned upon his own head, because we're going to destroy them completely. We're going to break them down. They're not going to have families in the kingdom. They're just going to have Edomite women that are getting pregnant and popping out slaves. That's it. They ain't going to be no family like her. They ain't going to go home to no hut. Yeah, honey, I'm home. I just come back from the plantation. No, ain't gonna be none of that. They're gonna have, yo, come here. We're gonna have a plantation breeder, an Edomite that gets designated to breed other Edomites. That's it. Ain't gonna be no family. Ain't gonna be no setup. You ain't gonna get no education. You're gonna learn what you need to do the job at
I saw
hand.
that in the fucking Planet of the Apes, man. And you know, they was drilling their heads out, re-educating them motherfuckers. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna re-educate them. You're Edomites. You ain't shit. Okay. The technology you had, the Most High give you that, even if we're gonna tell them that. I don't know, but they're gonna be on the base level. All you're gonna know is that you ain't shit. And everything that you thought you discovered and all that, and you got granted by the Most High, man. You didn't make that yourself. You're the fucking devil, man. You destroyed the earth. You destroyed planet Earth. You destroyed nature. You gotta pay for destroying the earth and nature.
They're trying to
planet
save
Earth.
it. They destroyed it, but they're trying to save it at the same time. What kind of bullshit is this?
Most of these so-called elites, they're they're philanthropists and whatever the other term is. What the hell is that term? But they're philanthropists and stuff like that, and you know, peace campaigners, philanthropy over the planet Earth and all that, plastic, this and that, and nature. But guess what? You're the ones who fucking destroyed it, man. There wouldn't be no atomic world-destroying weapons if it weren't for Esau either. You know?
And they end up making money. They end up making money off switching over and being the first into them fields and all that kind of shit, man.
Lobbyists, and then what they call them, people that work, diplomats. What is it? Foreign diplomats.
Yeah, foreign. Yeah,
they go into people's countries and shit.
Lobbyists is kind of the same thing.
Shit.
Because that's why
Princess
the whole
Diana
thing,
digging up mines. Fuck that bitch, man.
innit?
And the minds, these fucking devils, okay? They'll go to the South Americas, and they'll have people over in South America, bro, yeah? They're digging diamonds and rubies and all this shit, and they're getting paid pittance, bro.
Yo, look at this, yeah?
Then these countries will sell that shit, and they're fucking making fucking millions upon billions stacks.
Yo, check this out,
And in
yeah?
that same country where people are poor and all that, what the fuck is it? They're a rich, resourceful country, yeah. And you're making them fucking pick that shit. They're dealing with these materials every day.
They actually got multiple foundations. You can go to the Rothschilds archive, and it's got family foundations, and you got the Edmund de Rothschild Foundations, the Iranda Foundation, the Foundation de Rothschild, the Philippine de Rothschild Corporate Foundation. They got loads of foundations, and you read through it, it's like humanism and you know, like promoting social empowerment, and but these, it's all bullshit, man. These dudes are the devil, man. They're Batman and the Joker in one. I was thinking about that the other day, man. Batman and the Joker really represents the two sides of the elites. Because both of them really ain't doing nothing for nobody. Batman ain't doing nothing for no one. He's a fucking devil, just going around and pressing Jake on the streets. And the Joker, I ain't watched it yet. I gotta check it out. But the Joker's just a madman. But he was meant to be against the elites. But none of them ain't for nobody. Esau tries to be the good guy and the bad guy at the same time. But it's just the devil, man. Fucking pricks, man. Go on, let's read the precepts.
For the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and blesseth the covetous.
Yeah, they boast every day when they talk about, if you watch the future of the world and how they're going to go in the technology, and they boast in that their future is going to be brought forward. They're not seeking you, Jakes, and asking you, Jake, what future do you want for the planet? Esau's coming up with a future, and he's saying, yeah, this is the future. Like, no one else ain't got a say on that.
Where even like with his own people dealing with the Brexit. Now they're saying that people don't want to participate in the Brexit because they're seeing it's more complicated than where it is.
It's fucked up. Well, you know what? Really, what they found out is the prophecy is true. That the scripture tells you that the seventh head would fall, and then the eighth head would rise, and then go into perdition. Then the seventh head would have power with the 10 horns. That's Britain. Britain had, after the fall of the British Empire, the only power that Britain had was because they was part of a conglomerate of Edomites as NATO, and they were like nut hugging with America. So now they've tried to break off from the EU, thinking they're Big Willie, trying to be like America, because America's really broken off from the EU, but they do what the fuck they want. They don't need the EU like that. The EU have to listen to them. The Britain's trying to be like America, and the EU's like, bro, like, yeah, you ain't really nobody, bro. And that's what they're figuring out, because when they were going into these negotiations, yeah, we're gonna negotiate a deal. The EU need us more than we need them. We'll get what we want. It's like damn near 2-3 years later, and the EU's like, no, you're not gonna get what you want. What does that mean? That you're weak. The whole world's seeing that, because if you were really strong, let's say you're a strong country and you're negotiating with a weaker country, they got to bow to your demands, you get signed. It's like when Floyd When Floyd is
A-side.
he's the A-side. You get it signed. But when you're the B-side and you're demanding shit, the A-side look at you like, nah. Could 2-3 years later, nah. You ain't getting that. Like, who are you? So now that's exposed that Britain is no longer a standalone world power, which is beautiful because the prophecy tells you that they would fall. Now, 150 years ago, Britain was that power that could stand by themselves, that could go out there and get these trade deals by themselves. Now they're not, because the prophecy has taken place and they're trying to get that juice back, but it's gone. America has the juice right now, and once America's destroyed, Israel's gonna have the juice. Simple as that. And when we do our trade deals, it's gonna be on our terms. As the scriptures say. They shall bring forth all the dainties and that. Britain is weak. They're looking real weak and bugged out right now, man. The whole of Europe is looking at Britain like, yo, like, seriously? You got Boris Johnson in power, man? Yeah.
The wicked through the pride.
That's part of the prophecies, man. The 10 toes. Yeah. Some are financially strong, some are financially weak. And that's part of the Lord breaking up Esau's kingdom. That's all prophecy, man. The 10 toes and shit like that. Weak. You know, you got European countries like that, you know, the economic structure is not really like Spain. That's why they're all chilled out over there siesta and all that. You know, we might as well just chill, man. You know what I'm saying?
For now.
You know what I'm saying? Now, in Britain, all that, yeah, and all this, and now look what's happening now. That's why they're not giving it up yet. They're in court, having these arguments, and all that, because they don't want to give it up.
And even all that has brought up their hypocrisy. Everything that's happened in Parliament, the way man tried to prorogue Parliament, they're supposed to represent democracy, but he's shutting down Parliament. That shows the world that they're hypocrites. Don't think the whole world is looking at that. Hold on, your Prime Minister just shut down Parliament because he didn't want democracy to happen.
Yep.
But you're going around the world telling everyone that they got, you got to enforce this democracy. That shows you you're hypocrites.
Yeah. And that's why I was saying the point about now everyone's saying they want a second referendum and all that, but the politics.
But it ain't gonna happen. But you know what, man? If they do have it, let me tell you, man. The country is so polarized, just like America. It's polarized. It's gonna be a war. It's gonna be. There's gonna be Edomites fighting each other in the streets because the Edomites that believe in Brexit are die hard, and the Edomites that don't are die hard. And if you listen to the radio.
That, man. I was on the train coming down here one of the times, and there was actually an argument on the train.
Yep.
I was going to have a slash in the toilet, and there was this white woman and this other person, and they actually started having a fucking full-blown argument.
Yeah, they're divided on this shit.
So Brexit, you mean it was going on?
Bro, there's whole families that have had been broken
what
up.
do you think, man? And all this.
But there's actually guys that's phoning into radio like their whole family is broken over the Brexit because one half of the family believes this and the other, or the mom's cursing out, man, but my man's married a French woman and all kind of madness. But the same thing's happening in America. The same thing's happening in America with Trump. And I've never seen no president have a fucking his time as president, same as Boris Johnson. I've never seen a prime minister go through the shit. Theresa May had it good. In the last 60 days he's been prime minister, it's been madness. And Trump's whole 4 years has been madness too. And he's about to get subpoenaed and all. They tried to subpoena him like 2-3 times and shit. They had the last
Giuliani was doing it as well. That's what's crazy.
It's mad. The fucking EU stepped in saying, "Oh, what you putting in ain't even valid and all that."
Bro, it's mad.
But
So we're at the end.
You know what? They're using them as the cannon fighters, man. With Theresa May, they were kind of being nice with her, but maybe because she was a woman, man. Maybe because she was a fucking woman. Oh, what it is. But she couldn't even handle the tip of the smoke.
EU,
she went out fucking.
The thing is with the EU are being smart. They know that these men are trying to make it like it gets blamed on them. So they're always trying to be that. But Theresa tried to play it the best way she could. But this guy Boris, Boris, he's now. He got, you know what, man? He tried to shoot for the stars, and now he got to prove that shit, and it ain't working. He's a fool, that's why. And you know what? He represents Esau. Him and Trump, they represent Esau. They talk the good game, but really they ain't got the juice. They ain't got it, man. They're fools. They're incompetent, and it's gonna be shown, man. Liars.
Put him wasn't even legal, man. The thing that he
he got unlawful on it.
He said he's going back to the Queen again.
Man, hey, let's get some more precepts on it. Scotland is, the whole union's looking to break up over this Brexit thing.
And even the backstop.
And
even with
I
Ireland.
spoke to guys in Ireland, and they said they put that backstop there as war again too.
Yeah.
So this whole thing's ready to break apart.
Isaiah 14 and 4, that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how has the oppressor ceased, the golden city ceased?
Yeah.
The
See, America is being broken down, man. On every level, like from every age group. It's like the older lot are sick, everyone's sick really. The younger generation are fucked up, the teenage, like that program Euphoria. There's a program called Euphoria, it's all about being a teenager in America, and it's true, they're all on drugs, mad sex, parents all fucked up, all kind of shit. They show you in that program how a lot of guys are gay, and because but they still had families. But now, because this transgender shit, you can use these apps. A lot of these gay dads are now on the back end on Tinder, like checking out these young trannies and all kind of. Look, man, America's done. All their idols are being brought down. All their music, everyone's just being shown to be scumbags. The Me Too movement, everything's just bringing down everything they expected from that place, man. Trump.
As lucky, they came out on Sky News today. They said a lot of young people are basically mentally ill. They're saying they're upset with their changing gender, and they basically want to find a way to go back to their original gender.
It's fucked
So
up.
a lot of people, and this is the way it is. You're too young to make a decision. Like you shouldn't even.
You shouldn't make a decision. Period.
That's it. You
No
shouldn't
one in
even
their
make
right
it.
mind. No one in their right mind would even think you could change
consider
it.
that. Yeah. That's it. It's like, but they obviously put that on the table and said, really, with all the two kings, the boy that wore a dress, they fed that to them and they sensationalized it, and then they gave them the choice. Oh, do you want to do that? And
But
then
what does it bring forth? Chaos and wickedness and destruction. So everything they've been feeding into America, it's all going downhill. Everything they've been doing with the TV, everything, it's not producing, it's producing chaos basically. And America is done. They have nothing to stand on. What can they stand on? The only thing they got left is the military. They ain't got nothing else left. They can't. They're not the land of the free. They're not. They're poor. They're oppressors. There's nothing they got left. They're stupid. They don't have their intelligence left. What does America have left except guns and bombs? So that they could destroy. That's the only thing they got left. They can't stand on nothing.
World War III.
The moral high ground is gone. What moral high ground do they have? None. You see what their politics is totally fucked up. Go on, man.
that thou shalt take, Salaka, how has the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted and none hindereth.
Yeah, these devils, man, like vocab, really trying to come at us. When America for the last, let's not even talk about what you done within the country. Let's talk about outside the country. Where were you Christians when you devils and your CIA were fucking up the whole of South America? Where was you? And why are you not talking about that? And where are you trying to make that right? All that poverty and chaos that's going on down there in South America, while you can go on Lively, you can see a motherfucker chopping off a man's face. It's always from South America, man. That Lively shit, man.
You see that video of the 49? Fucked up.
Oh yeah. That shit was fucked. I didn't delete it because I thought it was a spirit, but that shit was fucked up. I was speaking about that earlier.
That was worse than
Bro, that was worse. My man's face was missing. But all that crazy shit came about
neck was hanging off.
from when Esau went over there with the Monroe Doctrine. The Monroe Doctrine, when he went over there into South America, with doing all these military coups and making the place unstable, bringing in their corporations, impoverishing the people. Is that Christian? Is that good? What they did in, what was it? Hey, where was it they went there, man? Where was it they went down there? The military went, was it Panama? Yeah, the Panama deception. When they went down to Panama and it was killing all that jakes, was that Christian? that's worse than anything the Hebrew Israelites have ever done. Vocab ain't talking about that. And what have you done to make that right? You ain't campaigning, oh, we did this wickedness to the people of Panama. You know what, let's do a GoFundMe and put together a couple billion and give it to those people and help them out down there. You ain't doing shit, man. But you come and talk about us? Yeah, that shit was fucked up. Bro, how is he still alive,
I don't know how the fuck.
It says, the whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no fellow has come up against us. Salakia, 1 second. It says, hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It has raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations.
These nations are going to rise up against you Edomites, man, in war. But and you're gonna get hurt. And Yahweh Shai is gonna make his return, man. Go and read it. Yo, you didn't want to see that. You say you in the? Oh, you don't want to see that.
All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become as weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Thy pomp is brought down to the grave.
You Edomites and your wickedness that you're doing has really destroyed you as a people to be a strong people. You're a weak people, you're a divided people. Your own wickedness, your own backbitingness, every Edomite's trying to get one over on another Edomite. When you start having that kind of society, you can't be strong. Everyone's just corrupt, backstabbing, and that's what's bringing you down, man. Double crossing. That's why there's a whole lot of double crossing that's going on right now.
That happened in the ancient societies, the Greeks, Alexander the Great, the four generals.
Yeah. They were
the Romans, Julius Caesar, and they were the word. All of that shit. Yeah. So that proves Esau is nothing but a dirty snake. He's living, because Edomites are like that. They live in palace. They live palace in the countryside, but they really rival him with another family. But when they see each other, Esau's such a snake. Yeah. They've got that diplomatic respect to you know what I mean? But really, they want to stab each other in the back.
They had a gang rivalry in Oxfordshire.
Oh yeah.
And it was 4 Edomites. Yeah, they said they said they didn't give them jail time because they wouldn't be able to handle it. They said they had 2 weeks being off drugs, of cocaine and alcohol.
What shit is that?
And that was good enough for them to.
What's up with that, man? And Jake going to jail for stealing some ice cream in a riot, man. Yeah. Fuck out of here, man. That's why, man. Go, let's read, man. The Lord's gonna deal with these things.
It says,
not because of evildoers, man.
And we know what this goes into when Ezra was talking to the angel, and he was saying like, Lord, how come these Babylonians got it good? But the Lord said to him, no, but don't worry about them. That's not just their time, because the judgment they're gonna get, and the blessings you're gonna get is gonna be in no comparison. So just let them have that. Because it's wicked, it's a wicked. And what the scriptures say that if you establish the kingdom of blood, a town of blood,
establish a kingdom of the city of blood.
So a city is a kingdom, you know what I mean? A kingdom is many cities.
Kingdom is a city.
King city.
The scripture said the wicked is snared by the workings of their own hands, man.
So they're snared, so they're done. So we can't really, man, give it kudos, my nigga. You know what I mean? What's that? Kudos. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
enjoy it.
But a return.
Kudos, bro. Enjoy it, bro, because you know what's going to start happening. That's why we're laughing at you now with Boris Johnson's and all that in Parliament. We're having a laugh. Yeah, we are.
But a lot of these high-level Edomites, their children have got drug problems.
Yeah,
opioid problems. Even one of the Rothschilds didn't have one, right?
Hey, well, look what happened with all the Rothschilds. Just that situation when his wife died. Well, not even there was that. There was another situation. Well, you got Kate Rothschild. She's getting popped in by Jakes. And there's all types of different situations happening with these Rothschilds, Rockefellers. There is.
Oh, her son died, or her daughter died.
Yeah, that was
in
the
a
other
quad
one
bike.
as well. In the accident, Judge.
Quad accident, recently. Yeah.
So you could have all this money, everything's happening, but then you get judged out.
Wild ride to hell.
And you know who sanctions death? The Heavenly Father, the Grim Reaper, Yahweh Shai, sanctions death because you know what? All the money you can't save it from death. And that the Lord showed that to the Egyptians to the point where they're burying themselves in gold. Or we're gonna get the afterlife. You ain't gonna get the afterlife. The only afterlife is you go to the spirit realm and you coming back to serve slavery. But that's higher sciences that these people don't know about. Can they teach you that in physics? Oh no, are they gonna teach you that in physics? Because Esau knows a lot of things, but they're gonna teach you that in physics and all that in science. How fucking know? That's a spiritual knowledge.
Testimony about our Shad's
Prophecy.
spirit.
So we're things we're speaking of is out of this world, and that's why they're getting on the prophets, stoning the prophets. How they, like, what's going on there? Just